I'm trying to take advantage of opportunity right here. We got storms that came in today earlier. It's a little calm now, but we're closing in on some more storms. So I'm fishing this really small pond. A little hard to get into. It's not a far walk, but heck, I had to walk over this stuff. You can see that moving. You got to make sure you step on the high, solid part of that floating vegetation. See that? Got to step on. Hard to get to. I got one that was just under 6, and I had a monster on last time, another monster on, some 4s. It could be the opportunity. We're going to leave it running once we get in there. I'm Dave Kaloje, Fishigan, Dave, Michigan. I'm fired up. We're starting out with a chatterbait and a trailer. We think that's going to draw them in. Maybe a little frog fishing in the open water because they should be out because it's been dark now for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. Come get you some. We're gonna leave it running all the way one trip around. Fishigan, Dave, Michigan. Come on, get you some. The creeks almost dry up in the summer, in the hottest months, but the rest of the time they're not dried up, boys. And oh, we got the GoPro on. We're looking for monster daddy bass. I'm hoping for a 5, maybe a 6 pounder. Give me the darkest ones today. These bad boys. It's dark out. Oh yeah, these are the darkest ones. Put the dark side down. I love these missile bomb baits last time. Man, did they work great for me. But they got great smell to them. Run the dark side down. Get it about there, I think it's perfect. A little bit less. See, I want to make it so I got a really straight bait and a really good hook set on these fish. I don't want to miss one like I did last time. Could be a 6 pounder, beautiful picture fish. Maybe a 7 pounder. My best ever. In August, they really start packing on the weight. By the end of August, September, on these little lakes, you get a week of cool weather, cooler rains, and they already start putting on the winter weight. Starts a lot earlier than people think. But now, just the frontal conditions have got me kind of fired up. You know what I'm saying? Just having these frontal conditions. Let's just hope this front doesn't come in for at least 2 hours. Go around it about 3-4 times. With the front getting closer and closer every time. Thing is, a couple fronts went through, more and more of these fish drawn out, I think, from the thick weeds. And it's thick, boys and girls. We made it in here. I didn't know how it was gonna work, but we made it in. It's like the heat, sometimes they'll stay in this slop for days, them big 6 pounders, right on the shore, waiting for bluegills to come in. We're gonna wait for our right opportunity to make a cast. Let's set the drag really tight. We don't want no slips. Slips and mayhems, we do not want to be a part of it. Here we go. Love these little places. I don't know, I think I always have a little more love for float tubing, really small spots like this over kayak. Because the kayak ones, it's very hard to get to places. So many people kayak. And even if they don't fish, they're still kayaking. But the float tube ones, there might be a few people here and there that fish them. But some of these lakes, I think, go years without people fishing. If they're fighting this hard, if they're big ones, they're going to be huge. Come get you some. Every little nook. Yeah, because that's where they're going to sit. Oh, this is a good one. Good fish. I told you they're going to bite good. Nice fish. She didn't want it in the beginning. She's gonna have to take it. coming to the hand. Got her. Got her, boys and girls. Little thin still. See, that's what I'm saying. This fish should be a good half a pound heavier in another month and a half. That's why getting a 7-pounder is super hard right now. But two beautiful fish over two. Fishigan Day, Michigan. Just trying to pick the right time to go out and really hit something hard for 2 hours. It's not 2.5 hours, and hopefully the front holds off. And the closer you get to the front, the more these fish will want to hit. Got this one. Another little guy. Keeper size. Maybe not, a little small. But man, they're hitting it good. I think they're getting closer and closer to that front. Let's see if there's a big one sitting down there with that. Come on, big boys. Big lunker heads. You can throw whatever you want, man. If they're not biting this, you can go to a Cinco. Just watch it on the ground. Very easy to throw whatever you want. And then if it's windy, the chatterbait and whatchamacallit, but you want this humidity like this. Prefrontal condition. Two fronts came right through. The humidity's higher now than it was all day probably. Even if it don't rain, until that last front bypasses us. Sometimes they'll go underneath or over, and you won't even get rain, but you're still on the low. It's all about being on the low before the rain, or if the rain goes around, before that front. You want that low pressure. If you throw a buzzbait and you see bubbles, and it's bubbling, it's in the morning, and a foggy morning too, and you see the bubbles from a mile away, it's a good buzzbait. It could be a very good bite there. One big slouch pumpy, 6+. Come on. Even a 5+. We'll play 5-pound bass all night long. That is thunder. This is a big one. Come on. This is what we're looking for. Whoa, my stars. Look at the size of this fish. Let's get it in. Giant slump pumpy. Come on. You're coming to the hand. You're gotten good. All the way through? Nope. Gotcha. Ah. You're good. Look at that dog, boys and girls. That thing should be another 1.5 pounds. They're still thin. This thing needs to gain 1.5 pounds. Come get you some. We're gonna let you go real quick, bub. You've been good. That was something. About a 3.5, 4 pound, about a 4-pound fish. She's been 5 pounds. It's all. She smoked it though. Oh, there's another one. Another giant. Oh, good one anyway. This action is good. I told you right before the front. We already got 4 really good keepers. Look at this. All thin though. Every fish could have been 1/2 pound to 3/4 pound bigger. Every single one. Man, the heat's gotten to them. The heat has gotten to these fish. And they're finally feeding before this front. Let that front just hold right there for about an hour. Ooh, there's a little hit. Got it. Another one. Small guy. We'll take it though. We take whatever we can get. Getting small guys keeps me focused. Gotta be focused. Might fire up a big one underneath him, you never know. Way out here. Big one. Stay on. Another nice one. Man, he's a keeper anyway. That fish, nope. Missed that fish twice. I don't think it's that big. Twice. I missed the fish twice on the same cat. Got her. Little guy. 4 bites and I finally got this little guy. Let's see if they favor the swim jig on the second turnabout. Put a swim jig on, because we had missed hits. So that's telling me that not every fish is all keyed up on eating that. That's what that tells me. So then you put the swim jig on. I want that bigger, a little bit more of a flashy bait on it though. It's okay. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that in a heartbeat, boys and girls. Get me one of them new baits. This one, the bar. I'm gonna switch the color up just a little bit. Give them a little dark green pumpkin. I'm thinking. That way they got something totally a little different action, vibration, a little different of a color. Got her. Got her. That's one that I missed with that. Keeper fish. Oh, fish. He didn't want the chatterbait, but he got the swim jig. That's a 15-inch fish. With the weight of a 13-inch fish. I gotta eat somebody. Gotta get some food going.